Oh my gosh, this feels so weird. It's been like 8 years since I haven't done anything with this YouTube channel, but I feel like this is one of the perfect excuses to come back. So I'm gonna try my best, but this is really weird. Let me get used to it. All right, so I'm really excited to talk about Clika. Clika is my first movie ever, and it's making all of my silly crazy dreams come true. Clika is my first movie ever. We shot it 3 years ago in 2023. We didn't know what was going to happen with it. I definitely kind of forgot about it because we didn't hear anything for years, and all of a sudden, oh, Clika is picked up by Sony Pictures and Columbia Pictures. Crazy. Then we had a premiere in Hollywood. Crazy. Then it was in theaters nationwide in the US. Crazy work. And now it's on Netflix. So it's been crazy, and we're gonna go to Mexico too. So I've watched it like 10 times already, and when it got out, okay, I'm sorry for my English, right? When Clika was released on Netflix, of course more people saw it. You know what I'm saying? And so people were commenting and following me and like asking me questions. I was like, oh my gosh, it would be so fun if I put a little box thing and I don't know, just get the questions from the people and just chit chat about it and talk about my experience. So here we go. This is unscripted. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try my best. I don't think we're gonna have time for all of them because they're a lot. But okay, here we go. Okay, first one. How did I get the role of Candelaria? Okay, so I auditioned for it. So my manager sent me an audition. I taped it. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, living at the moment. I sent the tape, forgot about it because most of the time you don't hear absolutely anything. And then all of a sudden I got a call back, and I was at my restaurant job, and they were like, 9 a.m. tomorrow, you have to be in LA. And mind you, it was also my first in-person audition or callback ever. So it's a whole story. I feel like I should do a video on like how I got to the point where I did my first audition, went to the callback, went back home the same day. And a couple days later they asked me to retape for another character, Candy. So I did that, and then it was like a month. Yeah, they told me that I got the job, and it was my first movie ever. So but it's a whole story. I need to talk about it like deep. You did great, congratulations. Thank you so much. How long did it take to do the movie? Okay, I wasn't filming that much because I didn't have as many scenes as other characters like Theo and Duno and all of them. They had more scenes than me, so I did all of mine maybe in like 2 weeks, I think, me. But they were shooting for months. I think like what, a month, 2 months. They reshot some stuff, so I don't really know exactly how long they took. But my character was for like 2 weeks, but they weren't like back to back. It was like one day here, one day here, one day here, so I was going back and forth, which is another story too, because I didn't live here. When I was shooting Clika, I didn't live in LA, and I had to figure it out. And yeah, after we finished, I don't know, I did other projects, and then I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening with Clika? And I thought, I don't know, I thought it was never gonna see the light of day, to be honest. But look at the way that came around. Is Sony happy with the performance? I don't know. I mean, I hope they are, but I don't know. Sony got involved later on, like the movie was done. before they got involved. That's my knowledge. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I hope they are. Was that your first role? Yes. So Candelaria is my first movie role ever. after Clika, I did 4 more movies with supporting characters and well, I was a leading one, but okay, that's a different story. What's your favorite memory from filming Clika? Clika was so fun to do, genuinely. I mean, yes, it was most of us first experience. Not everybody, but it was my first experience. Of course I was nervous and everything, but everyone was just so nice. I didn't feel pressure. We were all hanging out. Oh my gosh, we were having so much fun. And one of my favorite memories is with my prima, with Chela. And so we were like passing time waiting for our turn or whatever at the trailers and stuff. I have videos of this. And we were just joking around with each other, making fun of each other, just like teasing each other. And it was a vibe like that with every single person on set. Like, it was just a vibe. Somebody said, I enjoyed it. The twist was surprising. Y'all did a great work. Thank you so much. Also, I mean, I read the script, but of course, after so many years, I forgot about it. So I didn't know the twist. Like, I just didn't remember. And when I watched it for the first time at the premiere, I was like, how did you like the role? I loved my role. Candy is a version of me 8 years, 10 years, I don't know, 5 years ago. That's what I was, you know. I played my emotions and the scenarios and everything of how Laura of 5 years ago at that time was, if that makes sense. I've done other movies where it wasn't similar to me at all, so it was more difficult to pull that off. But with Candy, oh my gosh, Candy is me. What did you do to prepare for the role? Yes, I was in acting classes, but also I started acting before I got the movie, like maybe like 8 months or like a year before I got Clika. Mind you, I've always been involved with this, with modeling, pageants. I went to South Korea being Miss Venezuela. Like, I've always been involved with this medium, but no like acting, pretending to be a character and, you know, all these things. So I've always been comfortable in front of the camera, but not like this. I just got that into the movie, like, okay, I have experience in front of the camera, I know how to work with crews. Of course it was different, but I just brought myself. I was super nervous. I didn't know what I was doing, and I tried my best. Somebody said, holy shit, this was good. I shared it with everyone. Thank you. As soon as you appear in the movie, I was like, whoa. Watch Clika Movie, badass movie. Felicidades, Candelaria. Thank you so much. Love the movie. Great job. Why acting? This is a good one. Well, oh my gosh, it's just so much. Like, it's my life story is insane. Like, I feel like I've lived multiple, like 30 lives already. But basically, I was very depressed here in the US. I'm not from here, I'm from Venezuela. And at the time that I decided to start acting, I was here for what, 2 years? 2.5 years. And because I've always been involved with the entertainment industry in my country and in Mexico, because if you know, the situation in Venezuela is not the greatest. So we left our country when I was 18, and I lived in Tijuana for a long time. I did pageants, but since I was, well, I have a video here, but it's in Spanish, of my beginnings, and I talk about all of that. So I've been in this for a long time, maybe 11 years, 12 years, something like that. My whole life, basically, I've been a performer. I was done with the job that I was doing. I mean, it was fine. It's just I knew that wasn't meant for me. Like I knew I had more things to offer. Like I wanted to explore my talents and I wanted to, you know, go for my dreams. and so, oh my gosh, no, I'm not gonna cry. One day I was done with it, and when I went back home after my long shift, it was like 4 a.m. and I started Googling, like, how do I get into castings? How do I audition for things? How do I start even modeling? And then little by little things, you know, came to place. Next thing you know, I was auditioning for commercials and things like that. So, but that's another story. I feel like that video would be, yeah, this hasn't been easy at all. It is fire. I'm going to watch it all the time. Me too. You my new crush since the movie. Oh, who did your makeup? It looked so bomb. I know. So we had a team of makeup artists and they all did amazing. I'm close with J Glow. I was having so much fun with her on set. It was insane. It was just laughing all the time. J Glow. Oh, and Candy. They both did my makeup and they killed it. They were so fun to work with. I really think y'all should do more movies. You be doing great. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I want to do movies so bad. Like, every time that I go to the movies, I'm like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Being on set is the best feeling ever. And the community that you build, the friendship that you build with the people that you work with is amazing. Do you like corridos? Okay. So I mentioned that I lived in Mexico for a couple years, right? So of course my mom still to this day lives in Mexico. She lives in Monterrey right now. And so I got to experience Mexican culture like a lot. My best friends are in Tijuana and now I go there all the time. And I love Mexico and I will always be grateful with Mexico because it was the first country that opened the doors for my family and I to pursue our dreams, to, you know, get out of Venezuela and just try to find a better future. I got very close with the culture and I learned a lot of things. What is happening? Sorry. I love Juan Gabriel, Ana Gabriel. But I didn't know about corridos. So when I got the movie, I started learning Herencia de Patrones songs and things like that just to get like familiar with the vibe and things like that. But especially when we finished, then when they started to promote it and things like that, and then JD and Herencia, they got their new album out, and then I was part of the video Versos del Corazón. I got like, you know, introduced to like more of it, and guys, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. After the movie came out and everything, like I know every single song that is in the movie because I put the movie like over and over and over again. The songs now, like, they're in my head. So it's a vibe. I like it. I like it. Recommend. Approved. I wasn't working with the cast and how fun it was. Like I said, every single person on set was great. I was hanging out with everybody, taking pictures with everybody, laughing with everybody. It was just a vibe. The producer, the director. I met Jimmy on set as well. Super nice. Everyone was just amazing. So I have multiple questions asking me how it was filming with JD or like working with JD. ¿Cómo fue que conociste a JD? So where did I meet JD? I met him for the first time on set. But I didn't know I wasn't going to work with an actor, but because I was going to be the girlfriend, I wanted to know, like, you know, who I was going to work with. So I Googled, I looked him up. So I saw that he was a singer, and then because I didn't have the script yet, and then they sent me the script, and then oh okay, so it's this whole thing. So I was like, oh okay. We didn't get to meet before or anything. We met on set. We didn't have like, hi, my name is Laura. No, it was more like, hi, okay, so we have to do this. So yeah, basically we had the first scene. My first scene ever in the movie was the first scene where the cars and he's singing, and then I'm looking at him. That's my first scene ever in a movie, and I can tell. I can tell. I was so oh my gosh, it was like I didn't know what to do with my hands. I was so nervous. I didn't know where to stand. The camera was like flying, and of course it's gonna be awkward. Because like we just don't know each other, and it's like, hi, and then I have to look at you, and I have to, with time we got to talk more and joke around, and I was like, oh okay, so he's actually nice. Because I was scared that I was going to have to work with somebody that it's weird, you know, like you don't want that. So at the beginning you're kind of like, you know, with your guard up, and with everybody at the beginning you're just like that, but with time then you start talking, and then you start joking, and then you just relax. So he made it very easy for me then to be comfortable. It was nice that also the production left one of the more like intimate scenes to kind of like, not at the beginning. That helped me. I don't know him, but that helped me. By that time I was already super relaxed with everybody, and then we were just laughing all the time, joking all the time, and so it was a vibe. And I really appreciate him for being the way that he was during filming, because that was my first experience ever. So imagine if it was awful, then for the other productions I would have been like, you know. Then when I went into other movies, which I did, then I was like, oh okay, this should be like this. Some of them weren't. But that's another story. But with Clika, I was happy. I was happy. Everything went great. I felt comfortable, and I had so much fun. I can see you in so many more productions. Síguele, gracias. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. That's the goal. The movie felt too short. Okay, this is the thing. I love the movie, but of course I was part of the movie, so it's like my baby. You know, it's like I'm gonna love it. I think it would have been great if we had a little more time. A little more time to develop all of the stories, and so we could be more in depth with each story. But I'm biased because I love it. Of course, I mean, for me, be 3-hour movie. Hello? We did the best with the time we had. I feel like everyone worked so hard on it. Like, I'm being serious. We all worked so hard. We tried our best. We just did what we could. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it, and every time that I watch the movie over and over and over again, I'm just proud. So hay más videos con herencia de patrones, videos musicales. Díganle a JD que me invite. Yo lo haría. Grabando Versos de Corazón fue súper divertido. Claro, yo era también la primera vez de que yo hacía un video musical. So no sabía lo que estaba haciendo tampoco. O sea, la película Clika fue la primera película que hice. Tampoco sabía lo que estaba haciendo. Y Versos del Corazón fue el primer video musical que he hecho, y tampoco sabía lo que estaba haciendo, pero como yo ya los conocía, por la experiencia de la película, me sentí cómoda y todo, yo pues de una lo hago. Fui, y pues obviamente se decía, ¿qué hago? ¿Qué hago? Porque no tengo líneas, no tengo que hablar, entonces yo, ¿qué hago? Y me ayudaron, y me sentí súper bien, súper cómoda, fue súper divertido, entonces yo quería que me llamen. Why did you slap JD so hard? I honestly think that I went too soft on him. Didn't you see what he was doing? Hello? He needed more of that. I needed to go harder than that, to be honest. I went too soft, trust me. Laura wouldn't have handled that situation like that. Candy is too nice. I'm not. Honestly, it could be a series. I agree. It could go a lot of different ways. Let's make it a series. I was so invested and intrigued in the entire movie. ¿Harías otra película con herencia de patrones? Yes. I'm down. I'll do it. When the Oscar. I want to know the same thing. Someday. I don't know when, but hopefully someday. Maybe in 10 years. Or I watch this video and I'll be like, manifesting. And it happened. You never know. Amazing movie. Thank you for showing the new side of Chicano lifestyle. I loved being a part of it. And also I feel like it was important to show that part of the Chicano lifestyle, but also me as Venezuelan, also that part of immigrants, you know, that they also come to this country to pursue their dreams, and they also start from zero, because in my real life, that's how it happened. So when I read the script and when I watched the movie, I resonate with Chito's story, not because of I'm a singer or anything, but you relate when you are in pursuit of your dreams. But in this case, I did it in a different language, a different culture, multiple times, because I moved to Mexico first. So you do it with a different language, different culture, and a different country. So, and I've definitely seen people take the shortcuts and get ahead in life where I at the time wanted to be, and I saw that firsthand and I decided not to. It took 10 years for me to get here, but I didn't take any shortcuts. So I don't know. This whole thing, it's like it was meant to be, and the story and everything also resonates with me. So I'm proud that I got to be a part of that culture movement and showing that lifestyle and the Chicano lifestyle and culture and music and everything. But I feel like it goes deeper than that for me, because it also shows this part of immigrants coming to the US and trying to make their dreams come true, and all the difficulties and everything. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I get really inspired by that, because even though it's not like this, it's not that I have the same story or like I can relate to the music, for example, pursue, but yeah, I'm an immigrant. I came to this country 6 years ago. I didn't speak English at all. When I came with a suitcase that I thought I was going to leave in a week. And then here we are, 6 years later, a movie on Netflix, a movie in theaters, a movie that is going to Mexico, the first country that opened its doors for my family and me. And I'm gonna be able to bring my mom to that. And I got to bring my dad to the theaters and saw me and my little sister. And this is deeper than just a movie for me. So I didn't expect this to happen, but I am definitely a crybaby. I'm super emotional. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Don't you ever, ever give up on your dreams, ever. Doesn't matter how hard it is. Don't take the shortcuts. You'll still get there. What did your character mean to you? I got to experience those same feelings and situations that she did. So it means a lot because it's cool that whenever I watch this movie, even if it's like when I'm 80 years old, I could see a glimpse of my own life there, if that makes sense. It's like a little reminder of those early moments in your life when you're just so hopeful in life and with dreams and also with love. My gosh. So all of those things I've experienced in my own life. So it's like, I'm not gonna say it's me, but it is in a way, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm playing another person with different circumstances and like life storyline, but the core of like all those emotions and scenarios and how I pulled them from me was because I was coming from a real place, from my own experiences, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is deep. My gosh, let's just say your role is captivating. Thank you. You're amazing in the film. 8 tacos. I'm in love. I don't think it was 8. I think it was 6. So that's a little better, right? I was hungry. And by the way, if somebody is inviting you for the first time and then they judge you because you eat 6 tacos, red flag. Please, I want those questions on the video. ¿Cómo fue actuar y tu papel para la película? Como lo dije, yo pues era mi primera película, o sea, yo no sabía realmente cómo hacerlo, o sea, toda la estructura que tenía, ¿no? O sea, sabía que obviamente tenía que venir desde un lugar natural para mí, desde mis conocimientos que ya tenía de estar en este mundo del entretenimiento, pero fue difícil, no sabía muy bien la tecnicalidad de todo, pero gracias a Dios, lo que dije, todas las personas que estaban en el set conmigo, todas nos ayudamos entre nosotros, todas fueron súper amables, todas fueron súper atentas conmigo, me hicieron sentir bien en todo momento. Entonces fue fácil poder encontrarle el ritmo al set, pero sí fue complicado saber cómo voy a ser capaz de hacer esto, ¿no? Pero yo tengo una característica, yo siempre me he puesto metas difíciles y siempre, bueno, a darle, y de una u otra manera voy a llegar al otro lado. Y esa fue la mentalidad con la que yo entré en la película, así como de que esto no va a poder conmigo, algo así. Entonces esa era como que el motor para mí para poder hacer la película de la mejor manera. Did you get to meet OGC? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. But no, I saw him at the premiere, but we didn't get to introduce each other or, you know, meet or talk or anything. It's a whole lot of Clika shit, my boy. Oh my gosh, you know that part when he says that? Iconic. Now every time that I watch it and that part is coming with the song and he's like, it's a whole lot of that Clika shit, my boy. Oh my gosh, I love it. And there is other comments or questions that I'm not gonna answer, guys. Come on. Because you're not trying to create speculations. I think we should finish here because I can talk forever and then this video is gonna be like an hour long and we don't want that. I don't even know how long it's gonna be, but I can do more. I have a lot of pictures, videos, behind the scenes, experiences. I also have other projects that I've worked on, and I have the videos and pictures of that. I want to also talk about how I started in acting. I want to talk about how I came to the US. I want to talk about how I learned English. I want to talk about my experience at the premiere. I want to, like, so many things. I feel like now I'm inspired to come back, and I mean, if I have people that would like to listen to the things that I've experienced, that would be really cool to do. So if you guys want to listen to that and hear my experiences and my life story, comment, tell me, ask me, whatever, and we'll see where we can go. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.